All right, had a little bit of a technical hiccup there. So just to make sure we're still going strong, I decided to do a new stream. So hopefully that will solve any of our problems right there. Besides, we only have a little bit more of this bag to go. Woo. Really liking, it's simple, this curve right above it, but I think it really adds a little something to it. It kind of gives it almost an awning there. So we make 2 of these. This is definitely one of the least monotonous Lego builds I've ever done, because it seems like you're switching what you're doing so often that it becomes almost impossible to get too bored with any of it. Because, you know, you're switching what kind of building you're doing, and the buildings are so small that it's not like you're going to get burnt out doing the same kind of thing over and over again. There's some excellent sets that are extremely monotonous because of just the repetition that's inherent in their designs, but this isn't one of those situations. The little star wands here that are done in trans pink, so that's great. Okay. Okay. And here we have this little pink sticker that says something okay. I guess it's definitely karaoke. I think we were right. Maybe it's supposed to say something like karaoke. There's a K in there, there's O in there. So maybe that's some kind of version of the word karaoke. It's almost like bubblegum and the Chinese language threw up at the same time. You get this. Not that that's a bad thing. It's bright and colorful. And, you know, I think this set is one of those rare things where it feels very gender neutral. It doesn't really, it just kind of feels like different parts of a city, like different things to appeal to different folks. So I actually like that quite a bit. That gives it a whole lot of variety. Okay. You have to love the signage that they've done such a great job on. It's very impressive because it's a brick built kind of like 3-dimensional kind of sign. Not at all something that's just like a decal and then you're good. Because then we attach it up here. And look at that. That's fantastic. I love it. So it's definitely a little storefront. Very quickly too. So here's another one of those information kiosks that I think we're just going to see all throughout the city. Like I said in the last video, serious mall vibes right there. Little informational kiosks. Then we're going to need sticker number, looks like 56. I'm not really sure what this one's trying to communicate. What do you guys think here? Well, it's showing power, like different battery gauges. And then this. I guess we'll find out exactly what that is. These have been a little difficult for me to place correctly because it's kind of hard to see what you're doing. All right. So this goes in the back right here. Okay. Then we're building a tiny little vehicle or tool of some sort. I'm not really sure. Guess we'll see what it looks like. It almost looks like a little lawnmower. You'll see what I mean once I have it built up here. Very much looks like something along those lines. Little wheels on it. There we go. Has to be centered. See what I mean? Like a tiny little vehicle of some sort. Maybe it's like a robot vacuum cleaner. A lot of people are starting to see those kind of pick up in use at a lot of stores and things. Just kind of, maybe it's like a moped, like moped parking back here. Maybe that's what we're seeing here. Yeah, that's what the sign is. It took me a little bit to decode it. That's the side of like a moped, and it's telling you this is a charging station right there. You see it with the battery and all that? Yeah, okay. Well, mystery solved. Didn't even have to call Scooby or anything. I figured it out all on my own. All right. Not sure what we're doing here. Story of my life. Okay. So these look like the same piece, but they're actually different kinds of pieces. The one that I just had out that was kind of silvery, definitely a different kind of piece than this. There we go. And this on top of there. And this kind of completes the little silver egg here. And at the bottom, we have one of those little black, almost funnel-like pieces. Oh, I see what we're doing now. Okay. Here I thought all the cool signage for this was over. No, check this out. It's a big, like, giant 3D microphone to show you that it's a karaoke place. How great is that? And that's off to the side of the building here. You just plug it in with these pins. And then check it out. How great is that? Oh, that's great. Oh yeah, we're not even done there. Apparently, we're gonna put together a big star that goes on the side too. How awesome is that? This is just full of this fun kind of design stuff. I bet more people would have been interested in Lego video if it was more about just fun little like building karaoke buildings and things, and not so much trying to do some kind of app stuff. Don't think that's what most Lego people are interested in. I think they are interested in building cool stuff, and that is the extent of it, I think. See, look at that. How cool is that? All right, and then we put some pins in the back, probably to prepare it to attach, I imagine. Okay, this one goes here. And the other the same. Same distance, that is. Okay. This just kind of continues the little motif of the support columns, like it's just going up. And here is where we mount the next two, actually the last two pieces of track. Yeah, I don't think there's any more from our track bag there. So you just clip it here and then here, I think. Maybe. Whoops. There we go. And that presses in there. Okay, awesome. And once again, we have one of those little connector tiles that goes right there. So we're actually going to go ahead and connect it on in with everything else. I guess I'll get more of an eagle-eyed view here, bird's eye view, so we can kind of see what's going on. So once again, you just line up the pins with the bottom there. Whoop. I don't want to destroy everything else that I've already built. Okay. I've accidentally picked up another piece down here that I'm going to detach. There we go. And so now we're just going to take these tiles and connect the other tracks for the trolley. Cart, or trolley, I'm not sure what the right language is there. And this one over here. Oh yeah, now we've got a complete track system. And the rest of the bag is just us building a few little lanterns. It's just going to go under. Just a couple little extra decorative pieces. Oops, wrong way. And there's only one of each of those. And they just kind of go here in this section, which kind of needs a little extra something, I guess. And these lanterns go so far in terms of making it feel a little less sterile. I think that's the right term, what I'm trying to say, because it makes it seem so much more interesting. Like there's a little bit more visual variety going on. Right down here. Here we go. One piece. And the smaller lantern right here. There we go. Okay. And you can see that we're kind of expanding the world down here. It's looking so much more interesting. The next bag, I believe, will be completely dedicated to building out the actual trolley that's going to run along this track. And so you can see that we've really made some substantial progress in this bag. This is what I would say, and I think every one of these kind of larger sets definitely have a point where you realize that there's been major progress made. And I think that this, for me, was definitely that point to where there was a couple of bags that made a huge amount of difference. Before that, there's always that kind of time when you're doing a Lego set where it feels like not much is progressing, or it doesn't feel like it's making the kind of progress you thought it would. But here we have like a complete 360 kind of look at this build, and it feels very substantial. Like there's a lot to it. There's a lot going on. There's interesting things and features and stores, and just a lot of fun, I think, so far. And definitely already, surprisingly, a lot of variety. I think there's already, information kiosk and karaoke area, and it's what's even more surprising is it's all minifig scaled, so even better. All right, friends, well, that'll definitely do it for the evening then. We'll definitely continue and be looking at other bags here pretty soon, and definitely be filling out the rest of the city. And the next time, of course, we're going to have the trolley going. So it's going to be fun to kind of have that going and be able to push it around the tracks. And I think that'll go a decent way in bringing the city to life. So it's going to be very fun. I hope you guys will stick with me as we do that the next time. So it's going to be I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see the set come together. Well, friends, as always, God bless you and yours. And of course, I'll see you on Fanboys Forever. So, Fanboy out. Take care.